Huh. I wanted to post this video a while ago, but I gotta make a new thumbnail because I kinda wanted to. So yeah, this is the new thumbnail. Hold up. So yeah. This is the new thumbnail and so yeah, this is part 3 of What If Deku was the reincarnation of Sabo. And why am I posting part 3? It's because I actually like the series. And yeah. So yeah, let's get back into the What If. Sabo, which is Deku, which I'm gonna refer him as Sabo. Sabo, he's going to Wano, like I said before. As I said, I changed like a lot of things. Luffy, the Straw Hats, we're at that arc, we're at Wano, so yeah. The Straw Hats at Wano, and yeah. Luffy hasn't fought. Luffy hasn't fought Kaido yet, and yeah, Luffy hasn't fought Kaido yet. Sabo, he goes there, and like he gets to Wano. He had some few encounters with the Marines. He kinda, yeah, he just made a room using the OP, using laws devil fruit, and like whenever like that room protects the ship and him, so whenever whenever the Marines shoot cannons, it pretty much just when it goes in the room, it stops. And when the Marines try and go inside the room, Deku knocks them out, or like send them in a like whirlpool where they get sent to a random location in the world where there's only sea. So yeah, Deku gets to Wano, and he only shush 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 shush. He only has 3 more years until UA, and yeah, Deku. He says he's final. He says out loud, finally, I'm at Wano. That took forever. Even though it only took for 3 weeks, it was annoying. Yeah. He switched. He switched. And then he jumped. He flashed dip on the island where Wano was. And then he starts stretching even more, stretching his arms. And like, yeah. And then he starts walking. He scratches his neck. And yeah. So yeah. Deku, he goes in that village. Which village should I go? Which village should he go to? He goes to the village where Luffy fights Kaido, but he's not gonna fight Kaido yet. So Sabo gets to that village. Once Sabo gets to that village, he feels like something's unease, something suspicious. And then he hears a lot of people actually laughing. He doesn't know why. And he starts running to that. He starts using his, like, if he goes all out, he can combine both his light fruit and his fire fruit. And like, yeah. He uses both of them. and like goes all out running. He gets there in a matter of 3 seconds. He 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 like gets on a roof and he sees a crowd laughing, where a cage and inside it is a man on a cross. A man that just died. Deku is, Saba is disgusted. People that laughing at a dead a dead body. Some he he been down a little bit more, and then he sees a straw hat. And no, I'm pretty sure Luffy wasn't there. Huh? Was he there? I don't know. Let's just say Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro was there. Yeah. Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro was there. And like, yeah. Sabo sees to a he sees Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji. Sabo obviously heard of Luffy, and remember, Sabo is Deku, which I'm just gonna call him Sabo because, yeah. His full name is Sabo Todoroki, so yeah. Yeah. Luffy, he sees Luffy with a straw hat on. He's holding the tilt on the top, and putting it down, and he feels sad. Sabo can predict if what emotion you're still feeling, because mastered. If you guys get it, you get it. So yeah, Nikki sees a girl with pink hair. She's pretty short, and he's confused. Why? It's because she's laughing, but at the same time she's crying. He's so confused. He's like, what? He's like, wait, what? Huh? What? Huh? Huh? Like, he's like tilting his head like left, like he's about to break it, bro. He's that confused. And I'm pretty sure gates open. Yeah, the gates open to the dead body, and like the girl runs there and she starts screaming like "Dad!" And then a man at the back says, "So that's the girl. That's the man's daughter." And then he screams out, "Fire!" And then when like a lot of soldiers shoot a assault rifle, and then it gets blocked by a guy with a sword, a guy with like fire-ish lava on his leg. On his foot, and another guy with haki with actually a big fist. No, just haki, and he sees those three again: Zoro, Sanji, and Luffy. Deku can already, Sabo can already see that looks like they already know haki. Looks like they already know haki. Sabo says that under his breath, and then the commander starts saying, "Get out of the way. We're going to kill the girl." The person who's holding the girl is Zoro, and like Zoro says, "No, you're not." And then the commander says, "Fit, fine." and he points at them again, and he says fire. But this time they see two elements, fire and light. They see someone appear in front of them, the guys who were shooting, and the guy and whoever was that, whoever was there, he deflected every single shot, which there was actually 50 shots, and Luffy was surprised. It's because he hears observation haki, and he looked 2 seconds in the future, and he saw that in the future. And yeah, and then now he's there, and then the fire and light disappears, and they sees Deku or Sabo. Luffy sees a familiar face. He sees a guy that looks like his friend who died at Marineford, which was Sabo. And he sees Ace's hat, actually. And he has a flashback of when he met Ace again. Ace said that Luffy, we have a flashback of Luffy and Ace. Luffy meets Ace again, and he sees Ace without his hat. He asks him about it, and he says that, and Ace says, my hat. I gave it to a boy. He looked very similar to Sabo. Not gonna lie. He looks very similar to Sabo. Luffy says, "Wait, what? Really?" And he says, "Yeah, he really does." And he reminds me of Sabo. And Deku says, "Really?" Luffy says, "Huh." And Ace is surprised because and the shore head says, "What, you're thinking for once?" And Robin says, "Can someone wake me from this dream?" No, Yami says that. Nami, yeah, not Yami, Nami. Nami says that. Is this a dream? Tell me, right? And Luffy is thinking, and he says, "I will probably meet him." Ace says, "Yeah, you'll probably meet him." I bet he's already out on seas. Luffy says, "Really?" Ace says, "Yeah." Well, and then someone yells out, "Hey, Ace, Whitebeard wants to talk to you." And that was the guy who had the phoenix fruit. And Ace says, "I'll be right there in a minute." And the guy says, "Alright." And I'm like, "Yeah." And Ace says, "Oh, I have to go, bro." And Luffy says, "I understand." And yeah. And then Ace starts running and says he'll see you later. He'll see you later, Dick. Luffy says he'll see you later too. And then he's still thinking about a guy that looks like Sabo. And and yeah, that was the end of the flashback. And Luffy sees, and he remembered that, and he says, "So that's the kid, that's the guy, that's the kid who no, that's the guy who looks a lot like Sabo." And remember, Deku or Sabo, however you wanna like say the name, is only 13. 13, yeah, he's only 13. Yeah, he deflects everything, like yeah. Sabo deflects every single bullet with haki and using his light fruit, and yeah. And then since since Luffy was a warlord, I'm pretty sure. No, he's a Yonko, right? I'm pretty sure he's a Yonko, but he's not Yonko's strength yet. So yeah, Jake, be quiet. Luffy, he would probably know about Dick Sabo fighting Ace. Sabo fighting Kaido. Oh my god. And yeah, he would probably know about that. And yeah, and he says, I think he's the guy for and it only took 2 weeks, but Kaido still won. But and like, let me just tell you this real quick. After Kaido versus Deku or Sabo, Deku got a Senkai boost. Yeah, he got his Senkai boost. And yeah, and like now his body is like, I don't know, like nearly, like like 2/5 of Kaido's body. Yeah, that's how strong it is. And if you think about it, it's very strong. 2/5 of Kaido's body. That is very, very, very strong. And yeah. Deku. Sabo. Hey. Hey, Jay, can you be quiet? So, oh yeah. Let me just tell you this real quick. I'm gonna post as many videos as I can today, because I feel like this is the only freaking thing I can do. Because my PS4, I have nothing to do on it. All I can do is watch YouTube, play Fortnite. Just kidding, I don't play Fortnite anymore. I quit. Just kidding, I do play a little bit. But, yeah, I don't play how much as I used to play. I only play for like 2 games, and that's it. So yeah, whatever. Sabo, he reflect all the shoots, and he reflected back to the people who shot it. The people got injured, but not in vital spots, kind of vital spots if you think about it. The one got hit on the knee, the other one got hit on the shoulder, the other one got hit on another knee. One nearly got shot hit on the eye, but it only scraped his left eye, the left of his eye, making his left eye a little bit blind, but it's still all good. And the other guy is just minor injuries, but they're like shots. Yeah. The commander says, "Who are you?" And who I watched a little bit of the Wano, but I only had to watch the react. Yeah. That Sabo blocked every single shot, and yeah. And while he did that, Luffy had a flashback of Ace telling him about Sabo, and yeah. We continue with the water. Sabo says, "So you guys need a little bit of help?" And yeah, he cracked the smile. And Ace and Luffy sees that. And Luffy, he cries. He actually cries. Why? It's because it reminds him too much of Sabo. And why? Sabo, Luffy says, not Luffy. Deku, no, Sabo says, don't worry. I never let anyone die. I will always protect. I will never attack. That is my pirate way. Luffy cries because let's just say Sabo said the same words when they were kids. And he cries even more because he actually reminds him of Sabo, as Ace said, because Ace gave him the hat. Actually, Ace gave him his hat. And yes. So yeah, Luffy, he admits the first time Ace said that to him, he thought it was a lie, but it was the truth. He has the same scarring. Nah, what an idiot. He has the same scar on the left eye. He has the same hair. He wears the same clothes. And he has a crowbar with Ace's hat. Zoro and Sanji, they're kinda confused of why Luffy is crying. And then they have a closer look at the man in front of them. And they see it. He looks exactly like Sabo. And then another guy, one of the the ones that was leading the attack, which was the guy with the crown, with the purple hair, and was a bitch. And yeah, he starts laughing because he thinks he terrified them, but no, he's just being a freaking bitch and thinking highly of himself. And he says this is the chance. And he says, fire! Everyone there, his man was already reloaded, so they shot. Nick, Sabo uses his flames, and he swiped his hand going sideways, making a fire slash, burning all of them. And that lights Luffy up because it reminds him of Ace's devil fruit. And then he uses his crowbar and starts fighting a lizard. I'm pretty sure it's a lizard. A guy transformed into a big ass lizard, which I don't even know what it is. Look, I don't even know if it's a lizard. Let's just say it's a lizard, whatever. The guy's transformed into a lizard, and he jumps in front of Sabo. JJ, be quiet. Sorry. Okay. Okay, whatever. Let's get back into the what if. The guy says, it's Deku, it's Sabo versus the lizard guy. Guy swings his tail, and Sabo uses haki as the lizard haki into the tail, making it hit Sabo. Sabo gets flown back a few feet, and he gets crashed into a house. Sabo gets out of the house and dusts him off. He goes and bites his thumb, and he says it kinda hurt. And Sabo grabs a rock and gets in a pitching stance and throws it at the lizard. It obviously missing because Sabo didn't want it to hit. And the lizard guy said, "You have bad aim, kid." And then Sabo teleports next at the rock being next to the guy's head. And then Deku using the light fruit and making his hand and go for haki as well. And then kneeing him, golfing his leg and haki with his light fruit, kneeing him on the chin, and then making him fly back even farther than he made Deku fly back. He didn't expect that, so he didn't have his haki ready, which that hurt a lot. Sabo says, "Come on." And then the lizard gets back up. He says that was a dirty trick. Well, has a little smile and says, "Come on, that tail attack was a dirty trick." And the lizard guy says, "That's true." And then he gets back up and then Sabo rushes at the lizard guy, and then they get into a hand-to-hand, but hand and tail fights. Sabo uses fire this time because he doesn't want to go all out. He just wants to play around with him for now. As the lizard guy is going 100%. Lizard guy's doing everything. He's swinging his tail as fast as he can. He's using haki. He's trying to use observation haki. And he learns a little bit of observation haki, but he's mostly thinking on armament haki. So yeah, the guy trying to hit. He's dodging and out of kneeing, kicking, or punching him, but using haki as well. The battle goes on for a while until Sabo gets bored. It went on for 10 minutes, and then Sabo said room. And then a blue aura surrounds only the lizard guy and Sabo. Sabo gets out his crowbar that was at the back of him, and after that uses his light fruit to... No, he doesn't use the light fruit. He was falling down, and then he lands on his 2 feet, and then Flash steps at the back of the lizard guy, engulfing it with hockey, engulfing his actually engulfing his crowbar with hockey, and then slams his crowbar on the side of the lizard guy, making the lizard guy cough out a lot of blood, because Sabo's attacks gets when he uses room, his attacks get 10 times stronger, and his speed gets 10 times faster, because that's his room. But if he gets out of that room, he goes back to his normal speed and strength. And yeah, that guy getting hurt, and then he flies crashing into 3 buildings. No one was injured, because I'm pretty sure the whole town was at where the guy died. So yeah, and the guy was knocked out, actually, yeah. And Sabo cracks his knuckles and says, "That it?" And then while he was distracted, a guy with, I don't know, the weird ass freaking, like, the weird ass haircut, I don't know, the guy, he's a swordsman, I'm pretty sure. He tries to slice Deku. He tries to slice Sabo, and then Zoro appears with his three swords, with him showing his body on, like, just his top, and then stopping the guy who's about to probably damage Sabo, which they clash. Well, not really. Zoro just protected Sabo, and Sabo just standing there, and he scratches his head, and he says, "Oh, thanks," to Zoro. Zoro says, "No problem." And then he pushes the guy backwards, making the guy flying a little, making the guy go back a few feet, a few miles. And Zoro says, "Let me handle this." Dick Sabo says, "Sure, why not? Do whatever you want." And Sabo cracks a smile. Zoro smiles a little bit, not just the typical Zoro smile, you know what I'm talking about. And he says, and yeah, Sabo puts his crowbar back on at the back of his back, and then he looks back, and he sees Luffy. He heard Ace talk about Luffy once as him having a straw hat, and all these facial features and all that. So yeah, Sabo says, "Oh, Luffy, hi." Luffy points at me, and then he looks around, and he's Luffy. Luffy says, "Me?" And then Zoro says, "Ah, yeah, it's me. Ah, yeah. My mentor told me about you. His name was Ace." And Zoro and Luffy says, "So it's you," under his breath. Sanji kinda heard that, but he heard that, and he understand what he meant. he was hoping that the guy in front of him who looked like Sanji was the actual Sanji. So yeah, Sanji right now, he's holding the girl, the pink hair girl. I'm not gonna try to guess her name. It's gotta be cringe. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah, and then the guy on the crown, I don't know. The guy who has that like snake devil fruit that ate. He had the snake devil fruit. Like he retreats, and yeah. And Zoro, he took a while. He took this a good while, like the same. It took a good while to beat the guy, but he eventually beat him. And yeah. Supposed say, looks like a storm's coming. And Luffy says, really? And Sanji says, yes, the storm's coming. Really fast, actually. And then they hear a loud storm. Luffy looks up and he says, "Oh wow, you actually guessed it." And Sabo said, yes, yeah, I did." And then a tail comes out of the storm, and then a long body with blue and black and blue scales, and like, yeah, and it appears to be a dragon. Sabo says, "Oh, so you're the storm, Kaido." And Kaido looks down and says, And Kaido starts laughing because he kind of likes Sabo because he had a good fight with him, and Sabo yells out, "Hey, you still have a bad tongue, you know," and he knows what that means. He remembers when they first fought over food, and Kaido said, "Show some respect, kid." Luffy. Sabo says, "Why?" "Because I'm an adult. I'm an adult, you idiot." Sabo says, "Cat," with a cocky grin. And like Kaido's kind of pissed off, but whatever. And then Kaido asks if he wants to join the Beast Pirates. When he like sit there, Sabo said decline, and Kaido has that anime, like, I don't know, the anime look when you get declined. And like Kaido says, if I win, I fight you. If I win, you join my crew. If you win, you do whatever the fuck. Kaido, Sabo says, deal. And Kaido says, because he was cocky, and he wasn't drunk this time, because Kaido was cocky, he says, anyone here can help you fight me. And that was his last mistake. And because what can I say? Sabo says, "Hey, Luffy." Luffy says, yes. Yeah. Would you mind sparing a few hours, with a few days, with Sabo smiling. It's kind of, Luffy, he understands that, and he cracks his knuckle and he slams his hand on his other hand, with his other hand being a fist, and saying, "Yes, I will." And then his hand became hockey, and then Sabo asks Sanji, "Hey yo, Sanji, wanna spare a few days?" Sanji says yes. Sanji says yeah, sure. And then he asks Zoro, "Hey yo, Zoro, do you want to spare a few days as well?" Zoro says yeah, sure, why not? And Sanji gets a cigarette and he smokes a little bit. And then he finishes smoke, and then he crushes the cigarette, and then he gets out his suit. I'm pretty sure it's number 3. What suit is it? Let me check. Yep, I knew it. It was number 3. Yeah, so it's number 3. He gets out his suit and says number 3. I'm pretty sure it's Invisible Man. I don't know. And yeah. And then someone else says, "Yo, I'll spare a few days." And then Luffy, and then Luffy looks left, and then he sees Law, and he smiles a big smile and says, "Ah, thanks." And then Sabo says, "Get ready," and they all say yes, yeah. And so Sanji using his suit number 3, Zoro using his free sword style, Sabo and Law preparing to use room, and then Luffy's preparing to get a big hand in the cannon. And then 3, 2, 1, fight. And that's the end of the What If. Yo, I'll see you guys later. Peace. Just kidding. No peace. Join my Discord because I'm bored as hell.